car sounds.
She is not making car sounds.
It's like a messed up car. What it is? Welcome to Hot Wheels Extreme Racing.
Glad you joined us. Today we have some really fast cars to put down the track. Hope y'all enjoy it. Today I'm joined by my beautiful better half, Christy. Christy, say hello to everyone.
Hello.
Go ahead and get to the racing. That's why everybody's joining here today, and that's why everybody's watching to see these cars go down the track. If you get vertigo real easily, I probably shouldn't watch this.
You can watch the first half and the last half. Just not in the middle.
Yeah, probably not in the middle.
No.
Yeah, it gets really busy in there, doesn't it? Alright, so without further ado, first up to challenge for the number 10 position. Now, for the 10th position, what I've done actually is that prior to the making of this video, the number 10 spot was held by the 2000 Chrysler Thunderbolt. Since then, the Thunderbolt has had to be removed. He wasn't able to make it around the track very well, just very inconsistent. So, we're going to go ahead and start off with the 9th position, challenging up against the 9th position, which is held by James Clayman and the 2014 GT Hunter.
Oh, the blue car.
Yeah, the blue car. Going up first up against the 2014 GT Hunter is the 94 Zender Fact 4. That was sent by Diamond Dill.
Nice paint job.
The splatter paint?
Yeah.
You know, I've heard a lot of things about the splatter paint.
I like the paint job. Very nice paint job.
They say those splatter paint cars are pretty fast. I guess we're about to see. So they are lined up at the start gate, and they're ready to go. You ready? I think both got an even start there at the very beginning.
Blue is gone.
Oh, he is way ahead of him. I don't think Zender has a chance. Oh, look, he's coming up right behind him. Look at him. Look at him. He is right behind him, though. He just passed him right there in that curve. Oh,
nope,
wow.
there goes blue.
There. Nope, black. Nope.
Blue's catching up.
There he goes. Oh, wow.
Told you.
Right at the very end, he passes. So, let's on to the next race. And we switching tracks here. No, did we switch tracks? No, we kept them on the same track.
You failed. Why'd you keep them on the same track?
I don't know, it's supposed to switch tracks after each race. I don't know. See what happens in this race. Oh, even start. They're both to the first boosters at the same time.
Blue's still gone?
Yeah, that GT Hunter is gone. Oh, look, I bet that Zender's going to catch him up right here.
10 the same cars.
Both to second boosters at the same time. Zender's got him. Zender's got him by a mile. Oh, he's trying to come back. No, that Zender is gone. He is gone.
Oh, ow. Yeah.
Yep. Alright, so now we're switching tracks here.
About time.
Oh, that Zender fact just came up. Oh, that GT100 passed him on the first hill, though. They're both dead even out that top of that curve.
There you go.
Zender's got him. Oh, there goes GT100 right past him. No, Zender. Zender's still GT100 just flew past him. Zender's trying to catch up. Oh, I don't even know who's that. Oh, GT100's way in the lead. Oh, Zender's coming back. What? Oh, right at the very end. Wow. Like, go back like 2 frames here. Like, where does he even pass him? Like, wow. Like, literally a foot from the finish line. GT100 has a lead. And Zender just takes it within the last probably 8 to 10 inches of that race.
Yes, but now
Zender beats the GT100 in 2 races. That means the GT100 is now in the 10th position, and Zender, as for right now, is racing for spot number 9 up against Red Pill Racing. Has sent in this awesome 2005 Shelby GR1 concept. It is a faster than ever. That's a go-to car for a lot of racers.
Okay.
Shelby is not playing. That's what a fast car is. Fast on the downhill straightaways, fast through the boosters. It is flying. Yeah, Zender's got a lot of catching up. It ain't gonna happen.
oh, yeah. Not even close.
Okay.
But in all fairness, we gotta switch tracks here, so.
Oh, yeah, you actually swapped this time. Congratulations.
They are neck and neck through there. Look at that. Out the top at the same time. That Shelby just goes down here with
It's gone
quickness.
again.
That car is fast. That car is moving. Yep. So that leaves up next we have the 95 Thunderstreak. Sophia chose to race this car in this race.
It's a unique car.
It is. You know what? Throughout the week, I was asking people who they would think would win this race. I don't think anybody picked that car.
I don't know. I can see it just because of the design of it. It has a very, very odd design.
It's still a cool looking car, though.
Yeah.
I can see why she would pick it.
It's odd, but yeah, it is.
Yeah, GT ahead. Oh, there it goes. Oh, out the top. Oh, wow. She is gone.
Oh yeah, just let the other one do it.
Oh, wow. Thunderstreak is that. Wow, that car is flying.
Where's the other car? Is it on the track?
It's gone. It ain't even close.
Is it on the track?
It ain't even close. Whatever happened, it got lost. So what's happening next race as we switch tracks here. GT100 on the left and Thunderstreak on the right.
Oh, you only forgot once. You're not as old as I do.
That car's just fast.
She's gone again.
Yeah. It's just leaving. It's just leaving. GT100. That means Thunderstreak just pushed GT100 out of the top 10. See, there he goes down there
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's there. It just
That
ain't
car's
getting it.
just flying.
And It needs a
I did not expect that out of that car.
No, don't do
I didn't expect that at all. So now it's racing up against the number 9 position as GT Hunter leaves the top 10. So racing up against the Zender Fact 4.
No, it's gonna kill the Zender Fact 4. It's gonna kill
You think
it.
so?
Yeah, it's gonna kill it.
Alright. Thunderstreak in the left lane, Zender in the right. There he goes. He's already got a lead. He's gaining early. Yeah. Just left. That is a super fast car. He got a little sideways back down the straightaway. He's still just dominating the lead. Wow.
It does sit very flat though, and the weight is very evenly distributed. So I can see it. It doesn't really give it a chance to bounce.
Well, let's switch tracks and see if we have the same results. It slowly just gains that lead and just keeps gaining more and more lead as it goes around the track. That is a very fast race car.
It is. I'm giving that.
Alright. So, with GT Hunter out, I put Zender at 10 spot. And so, it is now racing up against the 9th spot of Red Pill Racing's car, the Shelby GR1 Concept.
That one's gonna be close.
Regardless, that's still a cool looking race there.
Oh yeah.
You got a bright silver,
Got 2 silver blacks.
faster than ever,
Yeah.
and then you have the Black Knight series or the Dark Rider series car there. Those are that's two sharp looking cars to race up against each other.
This one's gonna be very close.
There goes that faster than ever straight off the start there. But that, wow, look at him. Just left him. It's just gone. Like, not even, just totally left him. Red Pill Racing ain't gonna be too happy after this race. Switch lanes, see if it has the same results. All it basically has to do is just finish, keep up the pace and just finish the race. Is now competing for the number 7 spot up against another car sent in by Red Pill Racing, the 2006 Cadillac Cien, with also the faster than ever wheels. So it's going up against another faster than ever.
A lot of faith in the silver. I think it's gonna take this one too.
You know what? I have a feeling that you're right. Let's watch and find out. Oh, no, there he goes. He's just taking off. Those axles are, yeah. That car just is so smooth on the track and so quick. Wait, he slowed down some. Oh, no. He's just so far ahead. here he goes up against the 2011 Spin King. Now the Spin King has the car that's been in our top 10, has the longest run in the top 10.
This is Brian's car, right?
Yeah, this is Brian Edifield's car.
I remember this car. I don't know.
It was number one for a long time.
This one's going to be close.
That is one fast car. Like I said, it's had the longest running in our top 10. It's been in there for, well, I guess over a year, a little over a year maybe.
Not a fan of the car, but it's fast.
Been in the top 10.
It's fast.
It is fast. Let's see if the Thunderstreak has what it takes to take on Spin King.
Okay.
Who's got the lead there? That's Spin King. Lead there. Yeah, they are. Spin King's first in the booster there. Oh, there goes Thunderstreak. Thunderstreak's ahead. Uh-oh. I think Thunderstreak has it. Thunderstreak took it. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. Let's switch tracks. That Spin King has the first drop to the booster. Uh-oh, look at that. Spin King's passing him now. Spin King's got a good lead on him. Oh, he's going. Thunderstreak's right behind him, though.
Yeah.
He's trying to chase him down. I don't think he's going to get him. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 1-1. I guess the winner of this race decides on who stays in the number 6 position. A great run on the car nobody picked through the week. Sophia picked a good car.
She did?
She did. She picked a really good car. So up next, oh, look who it is. This is 63 Vet. Why don't you tell everybody who chose the 63 Vet to race?
Me, of course. That's a cool car.
It's totally cool car.
It's got a deck of cards on it. It's
not a deck of cards. It's got one card on it.
Okay, well, I'm calling it a deck of cards.
It's not a deck of cards. You can't call it a deck
of cards.
It is Queen of Hearts. But so why'd you choose that card? Just because of the way it looks?
That's why I choose most of them.
Is that why you chose me?
Yes.
Winning. Alright, so here we have the 63 Vet. Actually manufactured 96, so the 96 version of the 63 Vet going up against the Zender sent in by Diamonddale. How do you feel about this? You know, you have some children in this race.
May the best car win.
You're still hoping to win. I hear you. Yeah, definitely taking the dominating lead there.
Is the other car on the side of the track?
I think you're just blasted way past it. I think when it came out of that very top curve, you just lost it. I think you just completely lost it. I think you're going to put Zender out of the top 10. I think the 63 Vet is going to put Zender out of the top 10. have a new top 10 car, the 63 Vet. And the Zender is knocked out of the top 10. The next race you're going up against the Cadillac Cien. Okay, alright. Well, for some reason I guess we're going to skip the GR1 concept. I don't know why. But, I mean, instead of going up the 9th position, going up against position number 8. Which, oh well, it happens. Let's just see what happens. If you beat them, you beat them. Alright?
But if I don't, then what?
Well, then I guess we'll just go up against number 9. We'll back up. We'll back up. We'll slow down. We'll back up. Right, so here it is up against the 63 Vet and the left lane, 06 Cadillac Cien in the right lane. See, the Cadillac Cien isn't even making it up the hill anymore. So all you basically got to do is just finish the race. Which I don't think you're going to have any problem doing that. So here you are in the right lane, Cadillac in the left lane. See, he's not even making it up that hill over there. I think when you finish this race, I think we're going to have to pull the Cadillac Cien out of the top 10. I mean, if the car's not even able to finish the track.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah. So that actually takes the Cadillac out of the running. I think a couple of more test runs will go to show that, yeah, the Cadillac Cien, we're just going to have to remove him from the top 10. We'll send him back to Red Pill Racing. You know, thanks Red Pill Racing for sending him in. You know, it's been a great run, but it's just no longer able to keep up. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next race. Now you're going to compete up against the Shelby GR1 concept.
I'm going to win.
Of course. Of course.
I don't always say that.
Always win. It is neck and neck right here. I think it's just good. Now these faster than ever cars are known for straight runs downhill. I think it's. I just think it's got you. I just think it got you. I don't think you died. I just think it got you. Let's switch lanes, see if we have the same results. Got out of the top of the curve there. You got a good lead here. See if you can keep the lead. Oh, just he came out of nowhere. Holy smokes.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, wow. He just came out of nowhere. Just passed you like he was standing still.
It's not that
You know what? He just picked up some speed coming down that hill and just flew past you. But you had a good run, and you have a top 10 position now. You actually picked a great car. Don't look so sad. Oh, goodness gracious.
It should be number 1.
It should be number 1. Alright, moving on. Oh, here's a car that I chose to race in the races this week. This is the 50th anniversary Gold Camaro. I chose specifically this car because I knew it would probably tick a lot of collectors off. And of course I got to crack everything open, you know that, just to see how fast it is. I mean, that's what we do here, right? We're not collecting. We're not buying to sell. Here, we're all about racing cars. We're here to see whether collector's item or not. We want to see how fast they are. I remember when the gold 50th first came out, people were like paying like crazy money for these, like 20, 30, 40 bucks more for these gold 50th anniversary Camaros. And today, we get to see exactly how fast it is. So the gold 50th Camaro goes up against challenges for the number 10 spot, up against the Zender. Let's see how it does. Itself in the next race, it is definitely moving on to challenge for the number 9 spot. It's pretty good until it hits that booster, and he is handling those nitrous boosters just very well. Oh, what was that? Oh, what?
He got hung for a second.
He's showing off. That's what that was.
So you're
he showed off. Well, you know, if the shoe fits. Alright, so that actually puts the Zender out of the top 10, and now the 63 Vet is now the new top 10. It's me versus you. What'd you think about that?
I'm a win.
That's what you said last time. I think that's your jinx. I think if you say I'm going to win, you're going to lose. Because that's what you said last time when you lost.
I don't think that's the way it works.
I think so. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Oh, it's pretty much dead even to the first booster. Oh, wait, no. That Camaro's just gone. I can hear all the Camaro fanboys going right now. Yay! Yay! Camaro! Of course, it is racing up against the Vet, so Chevy fans are all going to be Chevy fans, but... Well, let's switch track to see what happens. Dissatisfied look on your face right now.
I don't know where my car's at.
It's back there in the rear view somewhere.
At least until I take the wheels off your car.
Well, the good thing is that I get to race for the next spot.
And this helps me how?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll see a psychologist about it.
Marriage counseling over it.
Now the gold 50th Camaro competes up against the Shelby GR1 concept. Now the Shelby GR1 concept has been, ever since it started racing here, a very reliable fast car. Like, you can pretty much count on it every time, not to crash, not to wreck, and still constantly be very, very fast. Where other cars can be inconsistent, the Shelby GR1 has proven time and time again, it is very consistent and very fast. As it gets a very nice jump off the start. But it doesn't. See, this is what that's what they're made for. Long downhill stretches. Oh, there comes the 50th right behind them. Oh, as it just passed him.
Take it. It's gonna take it. Barely. It's gonna take it.
Wow, that was still a close
Barely.
stretch. If it was a longer stretch down there, the GR1 might have passed them. Might have. Well, let's switch. That Shelby GR1 gets a great jump. What? He turned sideways there. What? How did he end up backwards? Did you see that? Look, he's trying to get it backwards. I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, he's trying. He tried for the backwards thing.
He had a wreck and refused to give up.
That's some great driving. So basically, we just got to finish here. And, yeah. So this race here tells who gets to stay and claim that spot in the top 10. Nice jump off the start by the GR1. The Camaro comes out of the top of the curve like nobody's business. I was thinking that top of the curve, as we watched the last few races, GR1 has not wanted to come out of the top of that curve very fast. He always wants to slow down at the top of that curve, and that is just what cost them the race.
Yep. It
cost them the race at the top of that top curve up there. Camaro gets to advance and compete up against Sophia's Thunderstreak. Sophia, when you watch this, I love you, but I hope I kick your butt.
It's going to be very close. That's going to be a hard one to call.
It is two very, very fast cars. It is. It is. Well, let's watch and see what happens.
And I'm not a fan of either one of them because they beat my car, so.
I know who I'm pulling for. You know what, though? I'm okay if Sophia. I would totally be okay if Thunderstruck, that was sent in by Sophia, or got chosen by Sophia, she won. I would totally be okay with that. I would not be upset at all. Either car wins in this race, and I'm totally okay with it. Oh, wow, nope, there goes Thunderstreak. Just maintaining that lead. Nope, here comes the Camaro. Camaro's wanting to pass him. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh, wait, there it was. There was the pass. There was the pass right there.
They're going to swap back and forth.
Nope. Here it comes. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. Wow, I thought I had that at the end there.
I told you that one was going to be
There was no way.
close.
I had it like almost the last half of that. I had to lead almost the entire last half until that last little strip there. Looks like the Thunderstreak gets to keep his position.
Nice.
Yep.
Sophia beat you.
Yep, so Thunderstreak keeps the number 7 spot. the new number 8 spot belongs to the 50th anniversary 67 Camaro. Number 9 spot belongs to the Shelby GR1 concept. And the 10th spot belongs to the 63 Vet. So you're still in there. You're sitting in there at number 10 now. Smile.
That does not help with my number 1.
No, honey. I mean, there'll be other chances for number 1. There's always another chance for number 1. Well, up now, we have the number 43 NASCAR sent in by, get this, Fastest of the Fastest Racing. I do like the look of that car. I love the paint job on it. The blending in between like the front headlights and the rest of the car,
Yeah.
I think looks immaculate. I mean, those are not stickers, that is all paint on this car, so I think it's a lot of really good detail. The Goodyear on the tires. It's a sharp looking car.
It is.
Now, it barely passed inspection. It weighs
Yeah, I think say it's got some weight to it.
it weighed in at exactly 42 grams, which is the max weight allowed on the track. So he's really going to push the limits on this car. So it is going up against the 63 Vet, and the 63 Vet is going to try to hold on to the number 10 spot.
I think it's going to do it just because this one is going to suffer going uphill because of the weight.
I think so too.
It's going to do really good downhill, but it's going to suffer going uphill.
Well, let's see if
So it's either going. So it's either going to balance or my car's going to take it.
Well, I put the 42 gram weight on the track because if the car is exceptionally fast, I mean it has to be exceptionally fast coming downhill to hit those boosters to make it uphill.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of tests have been given to make sure that I was able to get in cars with some weight on there. So if it's exceptionally fast, it'll get up the hill at a good pace. We'll just have to see how fast it is. And best of luck to you, Fastest of the Fastest Racing. Let's see if this car has what it takes to break it into the top 10. So the number 43 NASCAR will be in the left lane as the 63 Vet tries to hold its spot, number 10 spot, in the right lane. Oh wow, I just got hung up there right at the very beginning. You know, so after this, what I tried to do is I just wanted to test him, just to see how he would do, see if I had a chance. And he just failed time and time again. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt time after time, but not once was he ever able to actually complete the track. He wasn't able to make it up the hills.
Yeah. I can see that being a struggle.
So thank you, Faster of the Fastest Racing, for sending in a challenger for this race. Sadly, this car isn't going to be able to break into the top 10 here at Hot Wheels Extreme Racing. So let's go ahead and move on to the Shadow Jet. Priscilla chose to race the Shadow Jet for this race. Now this is...
Got a little bit of weight to it too, though.
It is heavy. It is a heavy car. It is a very heavy car. However, I love this car. I had a car almost very similar to this. As a matter of fact, this is going to bring a lot of childhood memories back to a lot of people. Hot Wheels has produced this car for a very, very long time. Definitely one of the oldest cars that has been manufactured by Hot Wheels. And I know a lot of people have played with this car, raced with this car. So personally, being a childhood favorite car and having a lot of memories with this car, I hope it does extremely well, and best of luck to Priscilla. So up in the first race, the Shadow Jet tries to claim a top 10 position and race up against a 63 Vet, while Christy and her 63 Vet tries to hold on to a top 10 spot.
I think it will.
Yeah, that heavier weight just gets it through that first booster real quick. Up the hill, it's not going to be able to do it. The 63 Vet definitely has to make lead, and here he comes downhill, strong through the second booster, still remaining a dominating lead. That car is just fast. It is able to go down hills, take the curves, extremely fast through the curves.
A lot better than I thought it would be.
So even for a heavy car, that just goes to show a heavy car can be extremely fast on this track.
I agree. I didn't see it doing that well.
So let's switch lanes and see if Shadow Jet can actually break into the top 10 position. Just quick off that start with that extra weight. Has great balance. See, the 63 Vet almost had a chance coming out of the top of that curve, out of the top of the hill there, but yeah, Shadow Jet is just going to dominate. The 63 Vet had a great run, still an extremely fast car, but it gets kicked out of the top 10. As the Shadow Jet is now in the new top 10 position and now gets to challenge the Shelby GR1 concept for the number 9 spot. Here we have two cars, alright? Now both these cars are very similar because, as we saw in the last race, the Shadow Jet was extremely fast downhill. And as we've seen in the previous races, the GR1 concept is also extremely fast in the downhill. So I'm thinking this is going to be a very interesting. Now the Shadow Jet does weigh more than the GR1 concept, so this is going to be a very interesting race. Who do you think will win this race?
I think the GR1's going to take it.
You think the GR1? You think the Shadow Jet's going to be stuck in that number 10 spot?
But I think it's going to take it.
Well, let's see if these faster than evers really hold true to their name and can keep its spot in the number 9 position. That heavier weight is pushing through, coming up out of the boosters. See how at that top curve, for some odd reason, that GR1 does not like the top curve at the top of the hill. It is. That's a super fast car.
I don't know, there may have been a break there.
There might have been. Let's switch tracks and see what happens. I don't know, honey. That GR1 just handles the track extremely well. That's a very well balanced car for racing through the boosters. It's able to maintain its speed throughout the entire race. It's gone.
Yeah, it is.
It's gone. Yeah. So the gold 50th anniversary up against the classic Shadow Jet. Your thoughts?
I want to see where this one goes.
I know, here we have two completely opposite ends of the spectrum. We have a very light car that is slim and slender in shape, but it's very fast all the way around. It goes through the boosters extremely well, and for whatever reason, it is able to maintain that speed even downhill, even up against faster cars. And then you have the Shadow Jet, which is actually a little bit wider and almost reaches each sidewall on the track. and is a lot heavier, probably weighs almost twice as much as that Camaro, but still is able to maintain an extremely fast speed around the track. I'm very excited to watch this race. I'm very excited to watch this race. That heavier weight's going to push Shadow Jet down to the first booster first. And then, as I predicted through the boosters,
Wow.
see, now there comes Shadow Jet down that hill. See, and he's able just to maintain that really fast speed. Even though that Camaro is probably faster through the boosters, that Shadow Jet has so much speed already going through the boosters.
It has to be the same.
I'm going to switch lanes and see if we get the same results. See, there goes that Camaro trying to keep up, and that Shadow Jet just takes off from him. Wait, here comes the Camaro. Here he comes. Oh, wow. I don't know what just happened right there, but he just... Oh, That was a close race.
Oh, yeah.
That was a close race. It could really go either way. Both of them handle the track completely different, which both makes them really fast in two completely different ways.
This is true.
So here we go. The winner of this race determines on who gets to move on and who stays. He's able to maintain this speed and not get caught in, which he does barely.
Yeah.
Is able to maintain that speed. So this is interesting. Check this out. You now have Shadow Jet, chosen by Priscilla, and Thunderstreak, chosen by Sophia.
That is going to be a unique race. Those are two very, very fast cars with similar aerodynamics. Different weight. Definitely different weight still.
Here's what I would love to see. I would love to see the expression on Priscilla's and Sophia's faces as they're watching this. I would love to be able to put them in the same room. They both love each other, but sometimes we hate each other very much. So it'd be interesting to see them actually watch this race. Anyway, Shadow Jet versus Thunderstreak. Let's see what happens. Shadow Jet, of course, is going to be the first of the booster. I nearly forgot how fast that Thunderstreak was. Until just now, you really don't realize. Well, here comes Shadow Jet, right up against him, coming off that downhill. Thunderstreak can keep it down this last downhill pace here, which it does. Let's switch lanes, see what happens. Both those cars just dead even. Watch the Shadow Jet take off right here. Maybe not. Didn't take off as much as I thought it would. We're still neck and neck. Oh, wow, it just got past like crazy sitting right there. Thunderstreak is clearly the faster car. Up next we have the Porsche 930 Brian Edenfield. Now, Brian, this isn't the first time. You know, Brian has been sitting with that Spin King car for a long time. This is the manufactured in '95 Hot Wheels Porsche 930 up against the faster than ever GR1 concept. Yeah.
I don't think that one's gonna hold.
It's fast. Matter of fact, what? No. It's coming up on him though. He's still behind him. Oh, he just passed him actually. Oh wow.
Did not see that coming.
Yeah, me neither. I did not. Not with the way that race started off. Not with the way that race started off at all.
Now the question is, can it do it again?
That's true. I don't know. Let's watch and find out. The faster than ever GR1 concept is doing this thing right there. Like I said earlier, this car has been very, very consistent. Has been a very fast car, and has been very consistent. So we get to switch back tracks, and we'll see what happens. First race up against the Porsche, he might have gotten hung up somewhere or gone sideways somewhere, but here he looks to be doing extremely well. Definitely looks like he will be holding on to that number 10 position. Yep, he definitely gets to hold on to that number 10 position. Next up, we have another car sent in by Fastest of the Fastest Racing. This is Speed Bump. Now, this car is pretty cool. I gotta admit, this car is very cool.
Really like that car. The color and all. Very, very nice car.
Now, if I had to choose, now, I still do not have, myself, a Speed Bump that is a faster than ever car. Now, if I had to choose, like, any faster than ever car, this would probably be one of them.
Yeah.
It's got a good weight to it. It sits very, very low, so you know it's going to just hug the track.
Good proportions. Yeah. Definitely.
Definitely. Matter of fact, it almost looks like you can almost race it backwards, and it might seem faster backwards.
I think it could really go either way, just because of the design of it.
Yeah.
You should have tested that theory out. You didn't think about that, did you?
No, of course not. Of course I'm not going to race it backwards. He didn't make a request to race it. You know what? If he would have sent in and said, hey, race this car backwards, I probably would have. But we're going to race them forwards. Like I said, the very just low profile of the car, I think the wind's going to get around it very well. The air is going to get around it very well. As long as the wheels roll very well and there isn't much vibrating in the axles, I think this car will do extremely well. I would not be afraid to say that, depending on how he looks like in the first race, how we see he performs in the first race, he might move up through the ranks very easily, very quickly. What are your thoughts? You think so? I don't know. We got both faster than ever cars going up against each other in this head-to-head challenge.
Yeah, we do, but I don't know. I kind of got my money on that one. Just because of the design of it.
On Speed Bump?
Yep.
I don't know, like I said, again, that GR1 concept, that Shelby GR1 is very, very consistent and very fast.
This is a unique body design though, so we'll see. Alright,
well, let's see. might be the extreme width of speed bump, because speed bump is a very wide car in comparison.
I would think that would give it an advantage, though.
You would think so. But then again, he's not that wide, though. Maybe it's just the wheel design. Maybe it doesn't roll as freely as the GR1 concept.
Yeah, I could see that. Just because the wheel's just like right there on the body, I suppose.
It might, and you know what? It is a little bit tighter up against the wheel wells there. There's like hardly no clearance on the wheel well.
Yeah.
You know, well, there's definitely a lot more clearance on the GR1 concept than the wheel wells. Maybe that's it. Maybe pinpoint.
I'm surprised though.
Me too. I'm very, very surprised. Let's see if we get the same results.
I'm surprised though.
Me too. I'm very, very surprised. Let's see if we get the same results. Well, it looks like we're definitely going to have the same results.
Loses it on that first uphill.
Yeah, that GR1 concept has it all the way. Well, that's it for the races. That's it for the races. So, to count it down, nobody ever got to... They got to... The Spin King was challenged. The number 6 spot was challenged, but is still holding on to the number 6 spot is that 2011 Spin King by Brian Edenfield.
Spin King is going to be a very hard one to beat.
It is.
Very consistent car.
But then again, once you get past that Spin King, the cars just get even faster.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you got the Spin King, the Vulture, Super Stinger, the Chrysler Atlanta, the Pagani Huayra, and that 97 Mercedes C-Class, which just dominates that number 1 position. I mean, the Pagani Huayra Roadster, when we first parked that car down the track, was so extremely fast, and we were both like just completely taken back by how fast that car was. And then came along the 97 Mercedes, which outright smoked that car. So even if you get past Spin King, your process, the speed you got to have to be able to take that number 1 spot, it's going to be very rare. It's going to be a very rare car. I mean, after hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of races that we've had and hundreds of cars that we put down the track, that Mercedes is faster out of all of those. So even still, so starting back from number 6 position, got Spin King. And in the top 10, we have a new 7 and a new 8 and a new 9 and a new number 10. In just one race, 7, 8, 9, and 10 has completely changed in the world's fastest cars. So sitting at number 7 is the 1995 Thunderstreak sent in by Sophia. She will win $40 and a trophy for competing in this race. And at number 8 is the Shadow Jet, the 1996 Shadow Jet sent in Priscilla. She wins $50 and a trophy. Then at the number 9 spot is the 67 Camaro 50th Anniversary Edition, which I sent in. And then at the 10 spot is the Shelby GR1 Concept, the 2005 Faster Than Ever, sent in by Red Pill Racing. And we will send them $10 and a trophy for competing in this race. And Brian Edenfield for maintaining that 6th position with the 2011 Spin King still gets his $50 and a trophy for competing in this race. I want to thank everybody for coming out and enjoying the races. I hope everybody joins Christy and I for the next race in September, which we'll be hosting. Everybody needs to get in their cars need to be picking out what you're going to be sending in. I wish everybody the best of luck and have racing. Chris, you got to say anything after today's races?
I don't believe so.
Well, there you have it,
Definitely shocked by some of the cars.
Me
Had
too.
a little
Very
bit more
surprised.
expectations for some.
Well, thanks again for joining us. Please like and subscribe. The more positive feedback we get, the more. Here is the now new top 10 fastest cars in the world.
What's up? We're having fun. I can't explain why we're number one. No, no. Never beat us, yeah, don't even try. Here we go again, another winning streak, and we just begun. The boys will never peak. You never beat us now, don't even try. On top, ruling the nation. Dial it in on your TV station. Be the call, the escalation. This is your radio salvation. Go, go.